guess by now everybody already knows about Tony Baker's oldest son, Serene Baker, passed away in a car accident. They were drag racing on the street, and they just happened to intersect with, and they were hit by a car that was involved in the drag racing, and three of the kids in the car died, including Serene. Tony Baker is a comedian, loved by many, myself included. It's tragic. When I heard the news, I didn't believe it. Especially, you know, seeing a lot of these comedians' content being posted all the time. For something like that to happen, it's a tragedy. There's never a way to prepare to lose someone that you love, and I don't believe that any parent should ever bury their children. You know, it should be the other way around. I couldn't imagine myself being in his position, but you know, he's still keeping his hopes up, his spirits are up, he's still laughing, and you know, he's going through all the emotions. But as a comedian, their job is to take things, aspects of life, and find the humor in them, and then share that with the world. And sometimes those things are tragic, but truly gifted comedians, even in the midst of tragedy and great pain, still know how to smile. They know how to celebrate the life of their loved ones, and that's what they've been doing. They've had vigils, you know, and people have come out and supported Tony at this terrible time. Comedians have come out and supported Tony. Tony decided to post his Cash App and Venmo, which is something he was hesitant in doing, and I'm glad that he did. Myself and my wife was already ahead of it. We figured, you know, as a comedian, it's not like a 9-to-5 job. There's not like a benefits package, and there's no 401k. So even though I know they're making good money, they still had to pay taxes. It's a lot that people don't really realize when you're an entertainer. It's not the same as a 9-to-5 job. So, you know, my wife and I sent him some money. But then a couple days later, he posted his Venmo and his Cash App. And then he posted a video shortly afterwards talking about that and saying that his funeral costs for his son was fully paid in 30 minutes. And that's just, it's just a blessing to hear something like that. I couldn't think of a greater person for this tragedy to happen to. You know, he is also survived by his younger son. And I can't imagine what the children's mother is going through. You know, of course, she's not famous, so people don't know who she is, but, you know, that's her son as well. So just want to send prayers out to the family, Tony, and Tony's younger son also. You know, he's lost his brother. There's a lot of people hurting right now. And it goes to show you, though, how much your character, if I change the subject a little bit, your character as a person, even as an entertainer, but just as a person, he has a community of people. And the difference between having a community and having followers is this right here. Followers will like and subscribe to your page, your content. As long as you keep giving them the funny, the content, they're cool. But if you try to get anything else out of them, they're not here for you. Try to sell any merchandise, shirts, hats, they don't want no parts of that. They're not buying tickets. They just want free content. Give me. A community of people that actually care about you. And when things like this happen, they rally. Not only did they cover the cost for his son's funeral, they're trying to petition the city council for drag racing in that area. It's not the first lives that's been claimed, which is an issue. I'm glad that Tony Baker has the support of his community and his family. Sabrina, and everyone that's close to him in this difficult time. You know, send prayers out to him and hope that that they can all get through this tragedy. I wanted to talk about something else, but this was the only thing that was kind of on my mind for the most part. So I wanted to say my piece. One of the things I admire the most about comedians in general is that it seems like the men and women who've gone through the most tragic things are usually the funniest people in the world. And it sounds strange, but that's when you know that they have a gift, that they can take it and find humor in anything, whether it be the small observation of daily life or just huge observations, massive events that's happened, you know, divorce, drug abuse, personal injury, loss, death. They will find something in it, and then they'll turn it into something humorous, and then they'll share it with you. And they have a way of making us laugh at things that you wouldn't normally laugh at, and God bless them for that. People like that are sorely needed in this world, especially when you're dealing with worldwide pandemics, you know, a record high in loss in employment, racism, this fight against the police, politicians, elections, Capitol riot. It's just, there's so much going on. And these people, even when they experience tragedy, they'll still get back on that stage and they'll perform. They won't even be lackluster. I love comedians for this. Even if there were 6 people that showed up to an audience or an event, they would still perform as if it were sold out, thousands of seats. I don't know any industry or career to where you do that. Trust me, in my 9 to 5, I don't work harder when it's less people. You know, it's less people. If anything, that's an easy day. I get more done, but I'm not working harder. It's not a thing that, you know, it's just the opposite. You have busy days, more people, you have to work harder because it's a different genre of employment. But these guys, they put on 110% no matter what. No matter what the turnout is, no matter what the residuals are from their shows, personal loss, they will do their job every time, because it's not a job for them, is what they love. This is what they were meant to do. They were put on this earth to make people laugh, and they do it. They do it in a way, to me, honestly, especially with those who don't have that talent, with those who have real lives, who go through real hardships, and sometimes you just need a break. You need a break. You can always find one of these guys, and they will take your mind off of the things. God bless them, and in the way they're heroes. Well, they're heroes to me, and I admire their craft so much. I heard someone say once, I've never heard any profession to where someone would go up on stage to speak to hundreds or thousands of people, share the worst things that's ever happened to them in their lives, personal things, for the intent to be laughed at. They're daredevils to me. I mean, it's like, how could you not admire that? Like, every anxiety or fear of man is rolled up into one in their career, and they do this intentionally, on purpose. I mean, public speaking, 1, you know, humiliation, 2, thousands of people. It's just like everything that you can think of in high school that you were afraid of, they do for a living. They welcome it, they challenge it, and they say, bring it on. And then they bring you the funny, and then they make all these people laugh. Comedians are heroes to me, and I love them. God bless you, Tony Baker, and your family. God bless your son, and your community of real fans.